All right, the Supreme Court, under the gun here, deadline-wise, could release its birthright citizenship decision today, perhaps tomorrow, we just don't know. The court still has 8 cases left to issue opinions on here, and traditionally, it finishes its work by July 4th. The court also still has to decide if the president can fire heads of independent agencies, and there's a number of other cases we kind of want to run through here with Professor Stephen Caliendo, who is back with us to discuss these cases. The Trump administration coming off a couple of wins when it comes to immigration issues, the temporary status for Haitians and Syrians.
That's right.
And also the crackdown at the southern border here. What do we have left? What are the biggest ones that are still outstanding here? Obviously, this birthright citizenship thing is huge.
That's right. There's 8 cases left. At least 6 of them are sort of on my radar for being really important. We have the 2 cases that are about being able to fire heads of independent agencies, executive agencies, the FEC in particular, but then we have a separate case about the Federal Reserve Board. And so those cases are yet to be decided. We also have the birthright citizenship case. We talked a little bit last week about the geofencing case, right? This is a case that has to do with privacy rights, whether our data can be shared to law enforcement in furtherance of investigating a crime. And so the Supreme Court will make a ruling on that one. We expect either today or, as you say, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday.
And that's a big privacy thing because it has to do with the amount of information or the level of information that these big tech companies, it's personal stuff, but there are specific situations, a crime scene.
That's correct,
or something
right?
Like that?
Yeah. So in this particular case, there was a robbery at a bank, and the police asked, I think it was Google, to provide all the information they could give for a perimeter around the bank. It wasn't just in the bank or people that were in the bank, but even if it was people that were in the bank, you could have gone in the bank, made a deposit, left.
Right.
Is it reasonable to expect that your personal information be shared by tech companies to law enforcement? And if so, how far away from the scene of the crime is it relevant? Because you can imagine, hey, let's do the whole state. Let's find everybody.
As we navigate this crunch time here, how unusual is it, Professor Caliendo, for executive branch or an administration? It's, you know, to push things. A lot of these involve the administration here. Is this unusual, where it's kind of ask forgiveness rather than permission?
There's no
for
question.
Some of this? Okay.
Absolutely unusual. It's not unprecedented, of course.
Right.
All administrations, especially in the modern era, have sort of pushed the boundaries a little bit with respect to executive orders. What can we get done? You might remember President Biden, for instance, after the Supreme Court said that he couldn't forgive student loans, move forward with a limited forgiveness program, et cetera, by executive order. Right.
Yes.
So presidents will do this. This isn't completely brand new, but it is absolutely right that the Trump administration has decided that we're going to see where they're going to stop us. And I think it's really important that we talk about, will they be stopped? I think people who are looking at democracy will say it's really when the courts get disobeyed that we're really in trouble in democracy. It's certainly one of the lines that I've been drawing. The court, remember, cannot. You remember Hamilton and Federalist Number 78? I know you remember that.
Of course, yeah. I was sitting in front row that day.
You did the reading. You were there.
Yeah.
He said that the Supreme Court cannot enforce its own decisions, and it's really important that the court has a level of legitimacy, a level of support among the public. What we call diffuse support general, not support for its individual rulings, but support generally for the court, that people will obey court decisions even if they disagree. And we're worried about this administration a little bit because it didn't even do that with elections, right? When it disagreed with the outcome of an election, it has continued to say that this is not a proper outcome.
Now, there have been cases, though, where the Trump administration, after a court ruling, has backed off, correct?
Absolutely.
So it's not a,
No, to this point, it has backed off, but it mostly hasn't been the Supreme Court. I mean, they could continue to appeal. This will matter a lot because the executive agencies are already planning for what happens on an overturn of birthright citizenship pursuant to that executive order. If the Supreme Court were to say, no, the 14th Amendment says what it says and it means what it means, you can't do this, it's up to the executive branch then to back off and stop those policies. But if the administration says, no, you'll be fired if you don't move forward with these, that's when we're going to have a constitutional crisis.
Yeah, so because it's all federal agencies
that's right.
Social Security assign the Social Security numbers, and so that he could conceivably, this administration could conceivably just say, no, don't issue.
And what are they going to do? The Supreme Court can't send an army in to do anything. They can't withhold funding because they don't control any funding. So we say neither the purse nor the sword, Anthony.
Okay, exactly. All right, so today, tomorrow, and then, I mean,
maybe Thursday. Look, there's 8. We haven't gotten, we got 4 on Thursday. That was a lot. We were getting 3, 2. So we'll see how many we get today. Probably another another decision day tomorrow. And after that, I can't imagine that we go past Thursday.
One other thing people have their minds on, a lot of eyeballs on this, is the transgender issue.
That's right.
Transgender girls in sports. These cases are out west, right?
Two related cases out west. One involves college athletics. The other involves high school athletics. You had asked me last week about the birthright case. Could they revert it back to the states? And the answer is no, because it's federal government. But on this one, they could. I mean, this isn't, if the court rules in favor of the administration, it's not banning trans athletes from competing. It's allowing states to prohibit trans athletes from competing.
Professor Caliendo, we'll be checking back in. This is a big week.
I'll be here. It's a big week.
I appreciate you being here on set with us. 8:48. Time to send it back over to Mike Kaplan.
We've got his cot right over here.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
going to spend the night
just
here.
post up right there. And I know you remember all those specific cases from sitting in the front row and all those poli-sci classes back in the day.
Oh, gosh, yes. That, and, of course, Chandler v. Florida. See,
Nice job, Mike.
I can go back there
Very
with
good.
you. Maybe one case. That's all I've got. That dealt with broadcast law. All right.